Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're here and we're back playing some more Europa Universalis 4. We're here. Gonna give another Croatian hard try. But rather than being a vassal of Hungary, where we take Lika and Zagreb, I think, we are a vassal of Venice, where they have relinquished Dalmatia back into its proper Croatian hands. My hometown of Split is somewhere around right here. That's where I was born. And yeah, we'll see what we can do. We can go ahead and start off by stating Dalmatia. We'll go ahead and take a mission. Go ahead and raise up some of our, manpower. Let's go ahead and do that. Should be enough to complete the quest. Alright, so where do we want to begin? Right, so what we have to do is, if we go over here to Venetia, we go over here and so as long as my liberty desire stays over 50%, I can declare war, but I have to wait until my truce or whatever goes up. I think it's 14. So I just wait a day. Oh, I have to wait until 11th of November, so I have a whole month of having to wait. I'll just speed it up to speed 3. And yeah, this is Europa Universalis 4, ladies and gentlemen. I guess we can kind of go through some of the screens. We'll let the game play on speed 2. So this is our court. We have Ban Giroslav II Jalcic. That's his name. He's a 2 administration, 0 diplomacy, 2 military kind of guy. We're kind of poor for an advisor. We have a principality. It just gives us 10% manpower and 25% income from vassals, even though we are a vassal. Alright, so we go over here. Yeah, we still have pretty high desire. We have reconquest causes Bali on Hungary, and independence causes Bali on Venice. So we need to declare independence, and then we have to reconquest Lika from, I believe this province. Yeah, I have a core on. Okay. So, all basically really standard stuff. Let's go to our economy screen, making 0.45 ducats a turn, 0 inflation, make it 1.55 every turn, but we have to forego like 60% of our income to Venice because there are liege. We might as well go over here, open up the outliner, and see what we want to do with our merchants. So I guess we can collect trade. Miroslav Balaj can collect trade from Venice. And let's go to the trade map mode and take a little bit of a zoomed out picture here. So let's see. I assume go to Vienna, just start transferring trade power. We'll send Mladen Zrinski, and he'll start slowly transferring a couple extra, caravans and other assorted goods towards Venice. So our merchant that's about to go there is gonna have a little bit easier time picking up some of the money. So I think we can start by going over here, improve the papal relations, because that's gonna be a quest for later, and we might as well, I don't know, become buddy with Bosnia. We'll just kind of let the game play now. We'll go ahead and jump it up to speed 4. You got 5 days until our first recruit's out. There he is. Let's go ahead and just drop our army maintenance all the way down, because we don't need to be worrying about stuff like that right now. We're just slowly getting through the dates. It's February 1445. I mean, so far so good. I like where this is going for us. I've played this probably 4 or 5 times off camera now, and what I've managed to learn from trying to gain independence, you have to kind of tactically prepare, right? So you have to be able to go in here when Venice is either off somewhere fighting a war that they didn't invite you into, or they get completely crushed and their army's gone, and then they start slowly rebuilding. I can move in like a mercenary group of like, let's say 7,000, 8,000 men into Istar, take this, and then fall back to Dalmatia, and then just kind of play the passive game and wait for my war score to accrue. But I'll show you guys that when that happens. And all we have to do is get 22% war score, and we get to claim our independence, maybe even get Istar, and then we, I don't know, ally of Bosnia, maybe go after, nice, there's our mission complete. And then we probably go after Hungary. Let's go ahead and select another one. Prestige is kind of hard. Let's go ahead and solidify paper relation. Alright, so we got a sizable 3,000 man army. We can have one more person. I think we'll wait. Let's go ahead and start up our first galley. Oh wait, nope, not yet. We need 70 more men, 60 more men, because we have this is our economy tab up here, basically everything we need to know about anything. This is our treasury, this is our manpower, how many men we have for reinforcements, these are sailors, this is our stability, we'll get into that later. There's our corruption that we need to keep low. Prestige is 4, max we can go up to, I think, is 100, but it's really hard to do that. We have 100% legitimacy, and we have 70% liberty desire. Alright, it's pretty nice, pretty nice. Alright, so what do we want to do here? So this is stability and expansion tab. We got 0 war exhaustion. These are stability. You usually want to keep up the stability at least +1, but you need to spend administrative power to do it, and we need about 60 more of that. Alright, how you gain political capital is you go to the court in your current, you know, liege or whatever. So let's go to Dalmatia. He's a principality, so he's just like a liege. He's a ban, and he's got no heir currently, but see, he makes 2 administrative, 0 diplomacy, and 2 military points every single month. So yeah, that's basically how it works. There's couple of other factors. Yeah, like my monthly increase, my base value is +3, so I always get +3, +3, +3 in all these 3 categories. And then my general, or my leader or whatever, gives me +2 to administrative and military, so that's where I get the 5s come from, and I'm only getting 3 in Diplo. I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I'm just gonna slowly kind of wait. I think we're gonna go for a light ship, kind of get our money rolling in here. Just one light ship to help protect the Venetian trade from our merchant. It should add a good, you know, probably 0.1 of a ducat, 0.15, 1/6 of a ducat. That's our slowly adding up, considering our fleet maximum fleet limit, naval force limit is 8 ships. That's not bad. This is literally one of the worst things you can get. It's a random event. So peasants are always superstitious, and the appearance of a comet in the skies has caused panic among our people. They are convinced that it is a sign of the end of times, it is near, or something bad is going to happen in the near future. Basically, whatever we say is -1 stability. I wish I lived in more enlightened times. Alright, now I get a pop-up over here that basically tells me, hey, your stability is fucked. You gotta buy that back up, man. Or we just kind of pray that something good starts to happen. So when you're in negative stability, you get negative effects on your empire. So -1 global trade power, -5% foreign spy detection, +2 national unrest, +1 interest per antium. So your money is worth less when you're not stable. Yearly legitimacy, so this starts to fall, this number starts to fall. And as well as caravan power, which just means your merchants are a little bit less effective at steering trade and all kinds of other stuff. So our shipments from VN took a, I think, 0.03 ducat drop. I mean, it doesn't sound like a lot, but you have to take these things into consideration for you know, the big picture here. Basically, we're just kind of, you know, holding steadfast. We're not doing anything too crazy right now. Just kind of improving our papal relations, sucking up to Bosnia real quick, you know, having a little bit of rakia, going up into the mountains, you know, hanging out, having a grand old time. Maybe sharing some of our famous Dalmatian wine. Those Dalmatians know really how to make a good wine. Yes. Yes. Alright, get our first boat in 15 days, 10 days, 5 days, and there it is. And there it is. Our first boat. Go ahead and protect Venetian trade. So it's not going to take effect this month because it's got to process the entire month. But at the end of the month, so we'll look at Venice right here, 0.62 ducats. At the end of the month, this should get updated to 0.73. So that's not too bad. That's a 0.9 ducat difference. A little bit less than what I expect, but that is just the one ship, right? So we need 20 more ducats for another Baruch, which is our light trade ships. And yeah, slowly but surely we're, you know, siphoning things in. Let's go ahead and go to our make our stability nice and 0 again, so we don't have any, you know, unnecessary penalties. So yeah, this went up, good. Papal influence is done. We can improve our relationship with Ragusa. Diplomatic rep until for 10 years. Or we can create a proper fleet. Proper fleet will probably take us too long. Let's go ahead here. Call back that dude that went to Roma. Send them over to Ragusa. Start pampering up some relations over there. So yeah, this is basically a really nice, slow, easy, chill game. You know, kind of course through the years. Well, for this Let's Play anyway, we're playing a one province minor vassal that's gonna try to, you know, fight for its independence here pretty soon. And hopefully I can get some kind of, I don't know, coalition with the other two vassals to have, like, I don't know, some kind of forward attack against Venice. But we'll see. We'll definitely see where the tides of fate and reality lie. Maybe we'll get crushed in the next couple episodes. Maybe we'll take this entire continent for entire Croatian flag. The thrill of Europa Universalis 4 is never ending. That's why I love games like this, guys. It's just like this game, RimWorld, you know, any city builder, any kind of like strategy game, you can always come back to it and it can be a different experience every time. That's why I don't give a shit about action games anymore. They're kind of dated, stale, and old school kind of in that sense where, you know, you pop the game and you beat it once and that's it. You don't got anything else to talk about. Alright, starting up on another bark. We got 340 days. Might as well go ahead and go to speed 5. Take a little bit of a zoom out. Okay, I think it's every 6 months the game auto saves. I am playing on Iron Man mode, so I can. So this is another horrible thing. Peasants typically had no voice, but they occasionally gain access to the monarch and ask for redress. Sometimes these requests for redress would be directed at a local lord who was perceived to be violating the peasants' rights. Stepping into override a noble's local authority was a very drastic step. So I can deny, and then we'll get 10,000 men that revolt and exterminate my army instantly, right? Or I can accept it, and I'll lose 10 prestige. Prestige, when it's positive, is very good for you, but when it's negative, it's very, very bad. But when it goes negative, it has this like natural here, so we're gonna have to accept. So we go over here. Just pause real quick. New Pope, awesome. Let's go ahead and recall this diplomat. So we have -6 prestige. So currently our decay, quote, is plus 0.34. So our decay will slowly go and bring our prestige back up. So we're technically losing 0.05 a year. We have 0.4 of our prestige going away because we have cores, which is basically a claim on a province that we don't own, which is, you know, Hungary's and Istad over here, which Venice owns. And there's nothing really we can do about that right now, so we'll just kind of keep coasting here. Alright, our one trade ship's doing pretty good. We're losing some money for some reason, losing global trade power. Alright, well, Ragusa, we're about more than halfway there. We're just 20 or 43 more ticks to go. I think it's about 3 ticks a month, so our prestige went down again. Ooh, that's no good. Hopefully we'll be, you know, the game will be kind enough to give us some kind of, you know, positive buff. I mean, I doubt it, because this game is very, very, very unforgiving with, you know, good clauses. Nice, so let's go ahead and get you to come back and get ready for the ship. And there it is. I'll go ahead and merge you guys up. I'll give you a Admiral, I guess. 3 movement is not that great, but that's fine. Alright, let's see. So we have 0.59, and then we go to 0.83. That's pretty good. I think we're like sitting at 0.69, 0.73 around there. So pretty good, you know, 0.1 ducat increase. That's not bad. Let's go ahead and go to our economy screen and see what the full disclosure of this is. So we're getting 0.82 from our trade. That's this variable right there. We get a whole ducat from taxation, and we get 0.17 from production. I think we're producing, if we go here, you can produce, see we're producing wool. Every province produces something else. Like Lisa's got silk, Eastar has salt, and Ragusa is a naval supply because it's a major port. Alright, so the Ragusan, the quest that we have to, you know, improve relations with Ragusa is about to go through. We got 2 boats. They're, you know, doing pretty good. Pretty good. No problem. Alright, well, we're looking pretty solid, you know, like this is the big game. This is it. Like when you're playing a small town or a small province, and you know you want to play for the long game, right? Yeah, we're not gonna get this anytime soon. Yeah, gain 1 whole stability, have 50 prestige. We're at -7 prestige, so I don't think that's gonna happen. So we gotta go for proper fleet. I guess we can go over here and start building a spy network in Venice. And once we have 20 spying points, we can go in and how you say, rightfully claim Istar for the Croatian Republic, or the Croatian Principality. Yes, I think Principality, I think, is just a fancy way of saying we have a guy who owns the land with a crown. The Renaissance, right? So we can go over here and not here. There's one of these tabs. I don't know, but it's more like one of these tabs that says to change over. I don't know, it'll give me another pop-up later. Alright, we got a court painter available. Lately we've been looking for painters or artists to try adequately capture the glory of your bond. As it happens, a painter offered his service to us just this morning. So we'll lose a little bit of money, gain 10 prestige and 1 stability. I think we're going to spend the 6 ducats for 10 prestige and 1 stability. So bam, so we got +2 stability. What's this? An alliance offer from Aquila. Or also... Oh, so I guess like... This is completely brand new to me. I've never actually done this before in any of my last like 4 games that I've played. The vassal of Venice wants to be allied to me. Why not? I don't see why not, right? So yeah, so we should still have a pretty... No diplomats to send, right? Should still have a pretty good, you know, hold on things here, yeah. The allies call into war against Venice. Cannot call an ally that would refuse your call to arms. Why would you refuse my call to arms? Yeah, well, we also lose like 4 stability from declaring war on your liege, but sometimes that has to happen. Yeah, having that low of stability is no good. Noxus also wants a alliance, sure. Fuck yeah, sounds great. Might as well, like, you know, prove some relationships over here. Just the, you know, even stronger solidification. Noxus wants royal marriage. Your legitimacy, improved relations, chance of a new heir. Sounds good. Let's go over here, see if these guys want to do it. They don't want to do it. Aha, because their government's like, we don't really do the royal marriage thing. I guess, whatever. Royal marriages are, you know, routine, I guess. I wouldn't go as far as say routine, but, you know, they mend the balance of the people. They allow you to be a more just individual, where a marriage can bring 2 families together closer than ever, in alliance even sometimes. Alright, so we just gotta kind of keep watch on this number, and as long as our liberty desire stays above 50%, we should be good. I think we're gonna go ahead and invest in 1 more boat. Just a whole bunch of boat production right now. Just boat. Alright. We got 2 more ducats we're waiting for. We're gonna crank out another brick in 350 days. And yeah, it should be good. By the end of April, we should have the other one, the other ducat. And there it is. So May 2nd, we issue another brick. We got +1 stability. We're doing good. Improving diplomatic relations. Let's go over here now. Now we can fabricate a claim for East Star. And we can stop this spy network. Alright, so now we got a CB against them, so when we take Istar in our reconquest, it'll give us even more war score down here. And yeah, looking really solid. I like this a lot. Alright, we got full up on manpower. We're almost full up on our sailors. +1, +2 prestige, 96 legitimacy, 65 liberty. Looking really nice. Looking really nice. Yeah, so slowly but surely we just kind of sit back. Alright, cessation of the church functions. Noble families were often granted control over church lands, and appointments were made in many states in exchange for cash contributions to the crown's efforts. The crown, of course, lost control over some revenues this way in exchange for some short-term boost to revenue. Do we accept? We're getting 11.9 ducats. Get cessation of church functions until 72, so that's 20 years of national taxes minus 15%, but we get more papal influence. Or we can gain a stability and then lose all of our papal influence. I mean, we only have 8 papal influence, right? I mean, that's a lot of ducats, but that's a free stability. That's 1 free stability for, you know, for me not really giving a shit about the papacy right now. I mean, having 2+2 stability is actually pretty good. So let's go over here. So we get a +2% trade power, +10% foreign spy detection. Positive stability equals national unrest minus 2%. National tax modifier, stability's cost modifier is +100%. Missionary strength is +1. Yearly corruption goes down just naturally, and institution spread is +10%. Institution is like the Renaissance institution, as far as how that goes. Straits of Ontario. Nice. So let's go ahead and get our boats back. Nice, you're back. Let's go ahead and merge you up and send you back out to protect the Venetian trade, please. 0.78. At the end of the month, we'll see 0.88. Nice. See? Slowly but surely, just kind of like creeping up the money ladder, almost making a whole ducat every single month from our trade, which is not bad. Not bad at all for 1 province, you know, vassal. And yeah, looking really good. What is this? Occupied by France. Holy shit. French over here? Why's France all the way in Hungary? That's a good fucking question. Are you in a war right now? No, you're not in a war. Well, wait. So you get a little bit closer to wanting to go to war. And yeah, I mean, looking good, baby. Looking real good. I'm going to take this time to just go ahead and get our land people as up as possible. So in this game, there's a few ways you can actually lose, right? Let's hold off. There's a couple of ways you can lose. One is you basically cripple your country into economic debt and you can't ever get out of it. Oops. You can take loans. So what you can do is you come over here, you press this button, you take a 5-year loan of whatever amount of money. It scales depending on the size of your country. And after 5 years, it'll ask you for the money back, right? And if you can't pay it back, it'll just add a 10% interest on whatever loan you took. And then you can have a total number of, I think, up to 106 bank loans at the same time. So let's say I took 106 6-ducat bank loans right now. That would be, let's say, 6 times 6 is 36, so 136, or 636 ducats. Alright, so what I would do with that is, I don't know, wipe my ass with it basically, because I can't really declare war unless I, spawn a 40,000 troop, fleet over here, or army, walk it over to them, take this entire area, and then just declare war and disband all my mercenaries. That's one way I can do it, but then that's going to send me into such a crippling depression that I won't even know what to fucking do to get out of it. So, let's not do that. Are you guys my allies? Yes, you are. We might as well over here improve some relationships, just so we have both our diplomats doing something. Alright, so our standing army of 4,000 men is prepped and ready, kind of. Well, they're here, they're alive, so we just have to turn on their maintenance, get them outfitted, get their clothes, shine their shoes, give them, I guess, spears. I don't think they have muskets yet. I don't think these guys have muskets yet. Just spears, yeah. And yeah, we're getting a really solid. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean. So Hungary's pushing back France. Slowly but surely, just de-sieging all their own stuff. Cool. So what I want to do when I declare war against Venice, I'm gonna have to go ahead and dock my ships, because the Venetian fleet will more than likely obliterate mine, because I don't even have galleys, I just have trade ships. Bond's reputation tarnished. Some sort of propaganda text is circulating in the court on how Giroslav II is a ruthless powermonger. This might impact our relations with other countries. Embrace the reputation. Lose 100 diplo. Execute someone for this, or lose 1 stability. So this is our diplomatic power right here. I guess we embrace the reputation. Because losing stability right now is no good. I don't want to lose any stability for any reason. It's just no good, and I'd much rather be at +2 than +1. There's a lot of factors that play into, random factors. So if I went over here to Ragus right now, you have a bunch of CBs, independence guaranteed by the Ottomans. The Ottomans are kind of doing a bunch of stuff. Albania's been warned, Serbia's been warned, and you just have an alliance and stuff going on. Your war is done, your war is done, you don't have a war. And we're still kind of just chilling. Alright. Alright. So now we just kind of take a step back and appreciate where we are in this world and take in what could be the grandness of the Croatian Empire, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys like EU4. If you guys want to see more EU4, go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment, click on the video, click on the next video, and see you guys in the next one. Peace out.